bills. Like, how is this going to functionally work out?
This is the most, like,
who's going to take care of your children?
Like, this, they couldn't think of an ending. They couldn't think of a happy ending. It needed to have a happy ending. We couldn't just have Holly J die or whatever.
Kidney girl needs a kidney. Let's get kidney girl a kidney and, like, never speak of it again.
Like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. They're just going to be like, we're going to legally buy your kidney. Oh, great. Like, la la la. Here's a prom dress. And then Fiona's, like, twirling around in her new vintage prom dress. Okay. End of scene.
Yeah.
Sketchy. Also, they're, like, sitting outside. Like, her mom literally goes, let's sit outside for once. And I'm like, why? And then all of the audio is, like, ADR.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you sitting outside if you had to redo all of the audio? But yeah, then we smash cut to, I say smash cut a lot, and I'm trying not to be hyperbolic. It's just, it's not like a literal smash cut. It just feels like whiplash going in between all of these ABC plots. Nothing is a seamless transition. It all seems like really forced.
Almost like there's no overarching theme at all.
What are you talking about? The theme is Mr. Brightside.
Of course. How could I forget?
Remember how
that perfectly encapsulates all of the emotions of this.
Like, let's break it down. ABC plot: jealousy, turning saints into the sea. I'm not really sure on the lyrics.
Yeah.
Turning her sick lullaby, choking on your alibi.
Yeah.
Relevant to all of these plots.
But there's just a price I pay. $20,000 for your kidney/dress.
Okay.
Destiny is calling me. I'm going to go be an annoying white man in a metal cage and
open up my
beat up Edward Norton.
I need to impress your parents.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, Drew's angrily typing, and Katie's like, hey, you have my article? And he's like, no! And she delicately puts her little girl hand on his titty, and he's like, I'm bad for you, and runs away.
God, shut
like,
the fuck up.
They kiss.
Edward fucking Cullen nonsense up in here.
He kisses her, and then there's a white guy with an acoustic guitar song playing, and he, like, turns away, and she's like, that wasn't a stop sign, and he's like, I'm bad for you. It's the most dramatic shit. He's so dramatic.
He yells at you. He pushes you away and he locks you out of the gym. That's like the first thing that he does is he like keeps you out of the gym so that he can beat people up. You watch him go too hard on a big dude who he just picked out of fucking nowhere so that he could beat up and feel good about himself. Literally says he feels strong and safe when he's beating up other people. You watch him get his ass beat in some super shady fucking nonsense town.
That. When at the super shady Toronto back alley fight club, Katie just shows up.
And then he disappoints you by not turning in his article on time. I work in journalism. I know about this life. You turn in your shit on time because the papers need to occur at a certain hour. It's not just like you can... Like,
could you imagine when working on a paper that you all worked very hard on for arbitrary amount of time, a quarter?
Yeah.
If someone didn't have their shit together?
Yeah, and then my editor-in-chief is like, hey, my shitty boyfriend's going to write about sports. Oops, sorry. He's, like, working through some issues, so he, like, didn't turn in that thing that he promised you. I guess we have to rearrange everything. Hey, we can put the Sudoku back in.
At least there's that.
Yeah, at least there's, like...
But Degrassi has
girl,
a million
and then
sports.
they kiss in that scene. Oh. Like... after he has disappointed her yet again, some heterosexual fucking straight ass Edward Cullen and Bella nonsense. You're not the Taylor Lautner in this scenario, even if you look like him, because at least Jacob was like kind of good for her. Yeah, unlike this dude.
I mean, I am #Team Edward, but that's because Bella and Edward were so unhealthy that they deserve each other.
I have no, like, patience
Whatever.
for Twilight.
Whatever.
Even though I brought it up.
Literally, we go back to fucking Dave.
Yeah, more with Dave.
Dave meets his Alli's parents with the hat forwards, and now it's, like, dramatically backwards, as in, like, now they really know who the real me... Who cares?
Great. You are a high school teen who knows how to play Texas Hold'em. Good job.
It's at this fucking moment where I'm just, like, the episode's still happening?
Yeah.
Like, they wrapped it up. Like, literally, she's like, I'm gonna buy your kidney. And, we're gonna kiss, but I'm bad for you. Dramatic cliff ending. And I guess your parents do accept me. And, like, this is where this episode should have ended. But there's still, like, 15 minutes left.
Yeah. And then after the parents are okay and Taylor Lautner does all this stuff, he goes back to the Fight Club and he beats the shit out of this dude. Still got anger problems. Still, like, working through some stuff. He like, rematches with this guy.
We missed a scene.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. So Holly J...
Do you want to pause?
No, it's fine. No, yeah. So Holly J is just getting dialysis, and she's like... She told her mom, like, my birth mom will do it. And I'm like, you didn't tell your birth mom any of what just happened?
Yeah.
You just fucking... And she's like, oh, Fiona, what are you carrying? And she's like, my prom dress. She's like, oh, vintage. Her mother has no idea that her best friend just paid $20,000 for a kidney.
Yeah.
Like, her mom has no idea any of the things that happened in this episode happened at all. Her mom is just completely in the dark.
That's not how medicine works. I know Canada's different, but that's not how medicine works. Parents know things, and you need to get, like, consulted.
Like...
Also, it's kind of weird because I definitely did have the impression the full episode that the dress somehow, like, that was the one that she was conceived in. And so now the friend, I imagine her, like, she has a little shrine in her room and she's just, like, is hanging the dress up next to all these, like, cutout pictures where she's, like, photoshopped them kissing and there's a bunch of candles and she's, like, touching the dress and it's like, this is where you were made.
I mean, that's really appropriate.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been more appropriate, oh god, was it earlier this season or last season? I think it was last season when Fiona came out of the closet and, like, admitted that she was in love with Holly J.
Oh.
But ever since...
So there's plenty of room for this.
I mean, supposedly Fiona's over her and is kind of dating that one chick, but I don't know, it's still sort of, like... Who can just throw away a Holly J shrine?
Yeah.
There are some girls on the show that just have magic vaginas. You know, just like everyone's like...
Excuse you? All vaginas are magic?
Okay,
thank you.
Kelsey.
Goodbye.
We get it. You're bisexual.
I definitely am.
But, like, everyone's in love with Holly J. Everyone is in love with Claire. Like, I don't know.
Classic.
Yeah, but yeah, Drew goes back to shady back alley Toronto Fight Club, and he at least gets a hit in on Edward Norton.
Yeah. No, he gets a bunch of hits in on Edward Norton.
Oh, yeah, he wins.
Yeah, he wins. He takes him down, and then he, like, punches him in the face. Literally, again, third time we've seen this thing where he's getting his ass beat, a la Edward Norton beating the shit out of Jared Leto in that one episode of Fight Club before shit gets really real.
Episode of Fight Club?
The part in Fight Club. Yes, it was a... If this was an episode, this would be like episode 4 out of a 5-part series or something in Fight Club. It's a bad metaphor. Basically, Jared Leto got his face beat, and it should have happened in real life, but it was all just special effects, and then his face is fucked up for the rest of the movie. But, like, Edward Norton is, like, expressing his doodliness to the 10 and, like, being a violent male and proves a point.
So Drew is beating the shit out of Edward Norton and he just won't stop and everyone's like, he gave up, stop. And Katie is just there
again.
Katie's just what? How
that can't be?
Did you follow him?
That can't be safe for a teen girl. A Fight Club? Are you kidding me?
She just followed Drew there?
Places where men literally beat the shit out of each other.
Beat the sheet out of each other.
Beat the sheet out of
each other.
And they, like... this is not a place for a teenage girl. I'm sorry.
Teenagers, period.
Teenagers, period. Teenage girls, especially, stay the fuck away from those kinds of places.
But, like,
it's not safe.
The Jews both showed up and they pull him off of him, and it's like, it's so dramatic. And then, boom, Alli.
Yeah.
Next scene, Alli.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. The science teacher's like, hey, Alli, guess what? Allie's talking to Claire, and she's like, I'm so glad I get to hang out with my boyfriend all the time now, because my parents are cool. And then the science teacher, who, I love, not as much as I love Wesley, his nephew, but he's dope in, like, a fun, nerdy way.
Yep.
He's just like, hey, Alli, remember that prestigious science internship you signed up for? You got in. You get to spend the whole summer in our nation's capital. And, all right, everyone, what is Canada's capital? Because Kelsey and I did not know. We've been doing a Canadian podcast for 2 years, and we had to Google that Ottawa was Canada's capital.
I'm sure glad that you wrote it down, because I was pulling out my phone to look it up again because I forgot.
And I have no idea the distance between Toronto and Ottawa, but based on Alli's disappointment of not getting to spend her whole summer with her shitty boyfriend Dave, it's far.
Whatever.
This will probably look amazing
His
on
choice
your
in
college
t-shirts is awful.
Alli gets into a prestigious science internship. It'll look great on her college application. It'll be great for her relationship with her parents. And she's like, oh, but I just want to hang out with Dave. Why?
It is a little realistic, though. I mean, teenagers are, like, fucking stupid. Yeah. Like, that is something that they'd be sad about.
Alli is a stage 5 clinger to all of her boyfriends. Yeah. But her problems are so small. Her problems are so small.
Yeah. Your life is going great, Alli. Your parents are chill with the boyfriend. Enjoy it while you can.
And this episode ends in the most nonsense way. Katie is doing taekwondo in the middle of the gym with the most dramatic lighting. It's dark with a spotlight on her just doing taekwondo.
Huge, godly spotlight illuminating her face. She is La Madrina.
And she's just doing taekwondo, and he's like, we're going to do taekwondo now, and they're flirting, and she flips him, and then it's over.
Yeah, because he, like, goes in for a kiss, and then she's like, I'm still going to, like, taekwondo you a whole bunch and, like, teach you some tricks about, like, violence is fun because we're doing it together.
Also, she's 17 and still a green belt. Calm down.
Yeah. Come on. It's taekwondo. Also, I'm sorry for, like, taekwondo practitioners out there, but it does seem like the easiest one to get the black belt in. Like, they're, like...
Yeah.
Children that have black belts.
My little sister's best friend, Caitlin, is in taekwondo.
Yeah.
And she, like, actually knows how to do shit. But it's like, the road to black belt is easy, and then I don't know. I just feel like John Mulaney has a really good sketch about how taekwondo is a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Because all you're doing is paying for uniforms the whole time. No, my apologies to anyone who actually does a sport that allows you to do cool stuff.
I'm gonna make a strong stance on this podcast right now. If you do a sport, go fuck yourself. That's the official stance of this podcast. And me, Kelsey, that's how I feel about that.
Kelsey, middle name, last name.
Yeah.
Standing by it.
Yeah.
I do know your last name because we're best friends.
Yeah.
I just, I mostly only see it written down, and I'm not
I
confident enough to
also. I know my own last name, too. Super great. All right, that's done.
All right, let's fucking...
The straights
finish this goddamn episode.
Yeah, one pair of straights got together and another about to be torn apart, and Kidney Girl got her kidney.
Okay, yeah, so... Spirit Squad captain of the episode. I'm gonna have to go with Adam. Adam or Claire or Fiona. Oh, not Fiona. Well, I guess Fiona. She dropped $20,000 for her best friend. Okay, all of these ancillary characters who did nothing but sage advice for the main problematic character.
Yeah, I would agree with you on Adam. Like he was definitely there for his brother, even if his brother didn't want him to be. Maybe some points for the mom who decided to give up her kidney in the end. Like, that was a really difficult position that she was put into, and she made the very best of it and was very understanding for, like, the difficult situation this girl's in.
Living the life, single mom, taking care of 2 kids, real hard. Suddenly, hey, remember that time you gave up a baby for adoption? She wants to find you and also wants your kidney.
Yeah.
That's gotta be, like...
rolling with the punches.
That's an IFC movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not given the proper, like, attention or care.
Yeah. So points for her for doing that. Like, that's very good.
Ship of the episode.
Oh, definitely Lindsay Lohan and her friend.
Holly, Jane, Fiona.
Yeah, Holly, Jane, Fiona, for sure. Like, it was very cute.
Friendship or more than friendship?
More than friendship. Fiona...
You're not letting this ship die. This ship has not sunk for you.
No, not at all. Fiona sacrificed so much for this friend. And Kidney Girl's, like...
Well, apparently we're to believe that $20,000 is not a big deal to Fiona.
Yeah.
She's got fuck you money.
Yeah. But, like, Fiona was there for her, and she made it, and she did the dress and the...
Anyone who knows how much diplomats get paid, because apparently Fiona's dad is a diplomat.
I see.
Is, like, even for a diplomat, like a really good one,
yeah,
$20,000 is no big deal?
Yeah, and the thing about rich people is they don't stay rich by just giving out their money willy-nilly.
No.
I know that's, like, the impression, but...
No. Yeah.
I don't believe that. But
Okay.
she made it happen because she loves her friend.
I think my ship of the episode, I got a friendship, Alli and Claire, because I just miss that.
Okay,
I just
that's
miss
cute.
seeing that in the
That's
show.
nice. That's
I'm glad
supportive.
I'm glad it's just here again.
Yeah.